This video is to show you 15 great Excel keyboard shortcuts to navigate and select cells. Shortcut number 1, Control Home. This will take you to cell A1 no matter where you are in the spreadsheet. For example, if I'm down here somewhere and I want to go back to cell A1, I can select Control Home and it'll take me back to cell A1. Shortcut number 2, Control End. This will go to the last cell in your data. So in this case, my last data cell is F34. So no matter where I am, I can select Control End and it'll take me to that last cell in the data. Shortcut number 3, Control and the arrow key. This will quickly jump to the edge of data regions within a worksheet. So for example, if I'm here in the date, column B, and I want to quickly jump across to column F, instead of having to press the arrow key multiple times, I can select Control, right arrow, it'll take me down to column F. Similarly, I can go straight to the bottom by pressing Control and the down arrow. Shortcut number 4, selecting multiple cells. So similar to the previous one, but in this case, I can select multiple cells. So here, if I want to select all the cells here in row 12, I can select Control, Shift, right arrow, and I'll select all of those. Again, I could do the same thing for all the dates going down from here, Control, Shift, down arrow. And you can combine them as well. So I could do Control, Shift, down, and then press the right arrow, and I can select that entire area. Shortcut number 5, Control A. So selecting all the data in an area. So for example, in here, if I press Control A, it will select everything in that data table. Selecting an entire column or multiple columns is shortcut number 6. So this is Control Space. So if I'm just highlighting this one cell, I select Control Space, I can select an entire column. And I can select multiple columns, I just have them selected, and then again, Control Space, and it'll select all those 3 columns. Shortcut number 7, selecting multiple rows. So similar to the last one, but this one is Shift Space. So Shift Space will select the entire row. And again, I can select multiple rows, just selecting those cells, and then Shift Space will select the multiple rows. Shortcut number 8, I'm going to combine those two with inserting a new row or column. So Control Shift plus is to insert a new row or column. So if I select the row, so using the previous shortcut, Shift Space, and then I can hit Control Shift plus to insert a new row. And similarly, shortcut number 9 is to delete an entire row or column. So again, if I want to now delete this column, this row that I created, I select Shift Space to select the entire row, and then Control minus to delete that row. Shortcut number 10, Alt Enter. So this will, if you want to add additional text into a cell on a new line, so I will select F2 to edit that cell, and then Alt Enter, and it'll jump to a new line. So then I can type in some text in here. Shortcut number 11, Control G or F5. This will quickly you can jump to another range on a different sheet. So it's particularly useful if you have a range in another sheet. So in this case, I've got a range on one of the other sheets. If I select Control G, it'll show the ranges that I have. So I've got a range called circuits, and I can hit OK, and it'll take me straight to that range on the other sheet. Shortcut number 12, Control open square bracket. So this one will take you to, if you have a formula that's linked to another cell, it'll take you to the cell that it's linked to. Again, particularly useful if that cell that it's linking to is on another sheet. So in this case, I have a formula on the formulas tab or worksheet or sheet. And if I hit Control, open square bracket, I'll go straight to that cell that it's linked to. Shortcut number 13, Control tab. So this will switch between different workbooks. So if you have different workbooks open and you want to quickly switch between them, Control tab will switch between those workbooks. So in this case, if I hit Control tab, it'll take me to the different workbooks that I have open. Shortcut number 14, zooming in. So if I want to zoom in using the keyboard shortcuts, I select Control Alt and the equal sign. I can keep pressing that to zoom in. And similarly, shortcut number 15 is zoom out. So I can select Control Alt and the minus sign, and that will zoom out. That was a video on 15 keyboard shortcuts to navigate and select cells. I hope you got something out of that. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.